Hello, and welcome back to another adventure in Orland. I am your dungeon master, also known as the Haven Master. We are back in Silvaria starting out, but before we get too far into the game, let's go ahead and start out with some lovely introductions for those just joining us. We'll go ahead and start at the top here with our homebrew master, Mr. Torby.
Hey there. uh, Tommy, I'm one of the other DMs on here. Uh, like 80% of the homebrew on here is also either evened out or put together by me for the groups. And I'm playing Junker. He is he's a Weaveborn artificer who is having interesting time in life.
An interesting time indeed. Next up, we have Mr. Cerberus. Welcome, friend.
What's going on? I just got here.
We're just,
Intros.
doing intros.
What's up? I'm Serby. I am playing Drackery, the investigator.
All right. And we have the ever so lovely Miss Duchess with us as well.
I just put a Skittle in my mouth.
Excellent timing.
Patient
Duchess?
Rainbow.
I am playing Saravine, the devout follower of Pathos. She's got flyers. If you haven't heard of them yet, she'll be sure to tell you.
Next up, we have our resident recorder of these games, Admiral Trout, Mr. Fish, or as we have so fondly started calling him in the game, the Bunbarian.
Let me just start out by saying it's nice to not be first. Yes, I
All
am
right.
Fish, and I play a Paragon Barbarian, lovingly called the Bunbarian.
Do 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 do.
God
All
damn
right,
it.
we also have with us another DM on the table here, Mr. Jeb. If you would introduce yourself as well, please, friend.
Hey, welcome everybody. I'm Jeb, one of the other DMs on the server. I will be playing Phileas, the sneaky bard.
I think Sneaky Barb works too.
I mean, Barb,
You like to
does
poke things.
Barb does work as well. He likes to poke things both with body parts, weapons, and words.
Trust no one.
Trust no one. What's that mean?
Exactly that. Trust no one.
Stranger danger.
Stranger danger.
Something,
Hey,
something, something. Go watch. Uh, uh, wow, my brain just stopped. Forget me.
It's all good, buddy. And last but most definitely not least, we have Fenris joining us as well.
I am playing Thorin, the resident lichen hunter.
All right, now, with introductions out of the way, let us begin our adventure in Orland. When last we left our intrepid team of adventurers, you had just gotten to the Order's Grand Library. Uh, you are there, studying, training, and preparing yourselves by arming yourself with skills, knowledge, and maybe if you're lucky, a few weapons to aid you in your fight against the Raven King. Now, we're going to go ahead and start with Junker. Tell me, what is he up to? What has he been studying in the time since we last left?
A really good question. Hmm. He's been kind of sticking with his namesake. He's been trying to find new and old ways of combining things in order to make what this not only what our party needs, but what the world might need. The that item that allowed us to find out where a particular person is um, was just the start of a kind of series of waking, dreaming, inventing. It is a lot of, I wonder if this works, and working on things in the library, like doing studying, and then after he's done with a couple of books, going off, tinkering a little bit, coming back.
Okay. If you would, please roll me a knowledge and or history check, I should say.
History check? I gotcha.
Yes, sir.
That would be a natural 20, dear sir. So a 27.
Nice. Natural 20 to start out the game. Excellent. All right. In the time you've been here, the week you and your party have spent going over all manner of arcane books. Your little pet project that you've been working on involving the potion has yielded some interesting results. You have learned a majority of the ingredients create this potion, though you have yet to discover any of the techniques for it. But you're fairly certain that once you figure out the technique of how to craft it, you will have a potion as close to the original as you can possibly get without having known or meeting its original crafter.
I'll take it.
Some knowledge is a great start, right?
Yep.
Oh,
Don't know where you're going. It's hard to go someplace.
exactly. All right, Phileas, what have you been up to?
How much time has elapsed since
A
the
week.
last session? Just a week.
Yes. Or no, it would be 2 weeks because I wasn't able to run last week because I had to work that Tuesday. So yeah, it would have been 2 weeks.
Give me just 1 sec. Nicole's in my ear.
You're
Come
good.
back to me.
Pretty sure we ran last week, Ty. It was the week before that you couldn't because of work.
Oh, so yeah, it would be a week then.
Because you left us on the cliffhanger of finding out that the device worked to locate Alar, but you left us off where it was location.
Right. That's correct. Okay, well, since Phileas needs us to come back to him, we'll go ahead and move on to you, Thorin. What have you been up to in the time since you've arrived?
Well, Thorn has been focusing on training not only himself but anybody who wishes to join him in different techniques that he's learned through his time in the order, and then his when he's not training, he's studying up on any known information that the library may have that pertains to their ultimate target.
Our query.
Okay.
So it's
Go
pretty
ahead.
much his day is spent sleeping, training, studying. And that's how it goes for a week.
Wash, rinse, repeat.
Pretty much.
Go ahead and give
Unless
me a history check.
all right. Jesus fucking Christ.
Also a 20.
25?
Okay. Any particular subject you were studying?
How to properly tickle a dragon.
Right.
From the bell end.
Don't.
Any information on any information that's held on Vidar or his dragon. Any information that may assist them in becoming strong enough to do so, because basic training and weapons training, physical training isn't going to put them to the point where they need to be to take out a god. So any kind of information that the library may hold that will allow them to gain the necessary power to do so.
With your roll, you find information on a certain dagger.
Not nice,
Explains-
Tyler.
Do what?
Not nice.
Why?
Because no one's supposed to know about it.
Serve it's what it is. Anyway,
This dagger is said to have been formed from the primal spark of creation itself, and is believed to exist somewhere in the greater world, and can be used to release bound spirits, to erase from existence fiends and devils. And for those of a good alignment, should they be struck with this dagger, they face the worst fate of all, for it slowly corrupts them, draining the life force from them, slowly and painfully, until they are driven mad and seek any way they can find to end their life, only to find, when they attempt it, they cannot die, for that is their punishment. So
Nope.
there, not the same dagger. Not the same dagger. So ha. On
Vi-
that grim note,
um, yeah. As he reads up on that, he just kind of wonders to himself why that's sitting in this bit of information that he was looking on, and contemplates to himself how that's going to help.
fair. All right. Serb, what has Drackery been up to? Our keen investigator in a room full of obscure knowledge and lore.
He would be investigating things, basically like Torn, looking in anything that could assist us in our quest, anything that could assist me in improving my investigation.
Okay. Give me your
Going out
history
to the
check.
going out to the range and getting some time in with my pistol. Now that I have a pistol. You said history check?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
19.
As you yourself are pouring through these books, you find information on an item that you don't necessarily know if it can be purchased, but with the schematics listed, you know it can be made. This item is a simple pair of reading glasses. And the wearer is gifted with unique investigative powers. It sharpens their perception to almost a god or demigod level.
You mean my goggles that you made for me?
Yes, but a little bit better.
I will definitely get the schematics to Junker, that's for sure.
Okay.
Junker, you
Mm.
got to see these schematics that I found.
What'd you dig up?
He'll hand the schematics over to Junker.
Junker, as you're reading through it, you can definitely tell these glasses are something that, yes, can be made, but getting the materials for them is going to be rather arduous.
Oh, let's see. That's rare. That's rare. That's rare. That's rare. I've got a lot of that. Might have one of those. We Putting it together won't be the hard part. Getting the parts will.
Okay. I'm sure we can find them. It may take a little while, but
You know me. I'm always willing to put my mind to the test.
All right. Bunbarian, what have you been up to?
Am I the last one?
Yes,
No.
Jeb.
Can you do Jeb first? I'm about to get Ben in bed.
Okay. Jeb, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Go ahead. What has Sir Phileas been up to?
So Philly has been working on improving his abilities of his abilities with his deft fingers, keeping things out of the sight of others,
Okay.
nicking books off the shelf with people nearby, practicing his sleight of hand skills while also um, researching about the vast deities.
Okay. Anything in particular about the gods that you are wishing to learn?
Particularly uh, how the few who have ascended from being immortal into being a god accomplish that feat.
Okay. Give me your history check.
All right. Does a 27 work?
Oh yeah, 27 will definitely work. Okay. As you are pouring through your studies, you, in searching out the answer to your particular question, you come across all the various gods who were once mortal. And a few of them were given godhood through their own merit and through their own strength. Some were gifted it as reward. Others still discovered a way to essentially steal the godhood of another and impart it in themselves. With that, we do have two more people. Sarah V, what have you been up to?
They're kind of along the lines of what Phileas has been doing, studying up on prior gods, the ones that are still in the world, some that have gone silent, if there have been prior conflicts and what happens in the conflicts, and the results, what happened to the gods involved, that kind of thing.
Give me a history check.
Okay. Oh, that was a sucky roll. That's a 12.
Well, no, it's still pretty decent. You learn through your studies that there have been several times the gods themselves have gone to war with each other. Never to the level, though, of dragging the prime material plane and the mortals into it, though. You learn that there was one such event shortly before Tiamat's original rampage across the worlds. And you learn that that battle ended with a major switch in the pantheon. As the gods on the losing side, it's well documented in this book that you're reading currently that they were punished. A few were sent into the abyss to live out the remainder of their existence in torment. Others still were turned mortal, with the condition that upon their passing from a mortal life, they would be flung into the astral sea, where their spirits will never find rest. You also find that on more than one occasion, the god to hand down these punishments was not Pathos. However, was in fact the three gods of balance: chaos, order, and neutrality. Now, while we wait on Mr. Bunbarian, you're all doing your thing, and you are called into a conference room, essentially. The hooded figure, whom you have all come to know as Killian, looks to all of you and he says, "We need your assistance on a certain matter. We have located the site of very powerful artifacts if used by someone who knows how to use them. It is our hope that you will go and you will retrieve them for us." Is that something we can count on you for?
I don't see why not.
What will they be used for?
Still counts as training, doesn't it?
Yes, toward me, it counts as training.
Oh no, that was in.
Oh, okay. Well, I myself am not too sure what they are, but supposedly they give one the ability to kill gods.
Well, I guess that's our ultimate goal, I think.
I'm
So I
sorry,
can
did he
count
just
on
say
you.
kill gods?
I did.
Well, if they can do just that, then they'll be useful in what's to come. And then after that fact, I suggest that they get locked away and sealed away permanently until they're needed again.
I was thinking the
Hopefully
same.
they won't be.
Wait, we have to give them up afterward? What?
Well, yeah, you don't need that much power in the palm of your hand for more than what its intended purpose is.
Nor do you need to be the target of anyone who would want that for their purposes.
Something very similar to a to being a divinity myself.
allow me to offer some clarification. It is not just one item, but a set of 13.
Set up 13. Where did you come by this information?
Well, excuse me. He looks and he says, "Oh, we've known about them for some time, but merely thought they were not more than myth. Until, and you see, he pulls out a stone from his pocket, sets it down on the table, and you can see it has a rune carved into it. He then looks at you and he goes, as I said, we thought they no more than myth until this was sent to us."
May I look at it?
Okay. Looking at it, literally just a stone with a rune carved into it.
What's the rune look like?
It's literally just a rune for the word blood. So,
So where is this location?
he pulls out a map, unfurls it, and he points to the cave you've already been to before. The cave that you and the other party had recently been to. And he says it is about a half day's ride north into the mountains from this spot. Now, if we can count on you all to go, unfortunately, we have no teleportation abilities at the moment. Seems our strongest casters felt whatever it was that happened most of all. So we have arranged for a rather interesting method of travel.
Oh,
We have leased a group of wyverns for you.
werewolf and dragonback. That's gonna be a fun sight. All right. Well, I mean, it's better than riding.
And quicker.
True enough. Well, is there anything we should know about the area that you have been informed of? Threats.
As far as we are aware, the only real threat you'll have to worry about are random goblinoid creatures.
Nothing we haven't faced before.
Yes, but it's best not to go against goblins and underestimate them. Even if they are weak, the numbers can be a problem if you're not prepared.
Not wrong.
Okay.
Take
Everybody
whatever
got
time
a
you need to prepare.
set of potions.
Remember, I bought like 14 tins of that restorative ointment.
I know. I am just making clear to
For everyone, not just you and I, who cleared
Wint.
out a stock
Tin.
of healing
Tyler,
honey.
did you see Cody's post in Out of Character?
No, I did not.
It's whatever he's got Tarek doing. He's got him helping whoever.
Okay. Well, as soon as he is available, we will pause and come back to that.
All right. Well, if anybody does anybody need any potions, or is everybody good?
Well, let me just double check. Hold on.
Yeah.
Philly
15.
Nope, I'm good.
Philly has 2 of the restorative ointments and 1 potion of healing.
All right. Philly, you're going to be handed.
Oh, I'm sorry. He has 15.
Oh,
15
okay.
potions of healing. I'm sorry.
I
I
was fixing to
don't
say,
have the restorative ointment. I do have 15 potions of healing and 2 greater healing potions.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got plenty of healing then.
Yeah.
Plus Seravine's ultimate healing item.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We've got plenty of healing. Junker, is there anything you need to do to get us ready for to get yourself for this?
Thing that might go a long way if we can get a good length of wire, or several dozen lengths of wire. Shouldn't be too much.
He looks to the the hooded figure.
Okay. Yes.
You think you might have decent lengths of wire, no more than like millimeter in width.
I'm sure we
Maybe
could procure some.
maybe about a yard long.
I'm sure we could procure it.
I think that's about the only thing that I think that's gonna be the thing fast to be able to worry about large groups of them.
Well, whatever you've got in mind, Junker, we can it shouldn't be hard to uh, get you situated. We can find the materials. Would what you're thinking of require any kind of setup time?
Need about an hour or so to put it together, but after that it's set and forget.
Perfect. Well,
You
We
have
can
the
get-
day to prepare. You leave tomorrow at first light.
I could speed it up even faster if I also had a wagon wheel.
The wagon wheel will be the easiest to procure. Literally just go outside and yank a wheel off a cart.
Um, so Thorin will work with Junker to help him in stuff that he needs so that we can expedite the process.
Okay. You get it easily. Essentially you just step out of the library through the doors again and find yourself in the capital. And you can go require your items from different shops and things. So, and then you come right back and boom. It's the next day, first flight. As you are all preparing for your journey, Killian comes to you and he asks, "Are you ready?"
One question, Killian.
Go ahead.
Do you have anything that amplifies one's connection to the gods?
In what way?
Well, I think all of us have had some difficulty reaching and being heard by the Almighty, and I'd like to see if there's any device or any amulet or anything that would heighten that connection so that maybe he can actually hear a prayer if we find ourselves in need.
As you say this, the creature that has been wrapped around your shoulder pretty much this entire time just kind of snorts, and you feel their tail just kind of tap your shoulder like, "Don't forget I'm here." And you just hear in your head Charles's voice. He's like, "If you're having trouble reaching my master, I can pass the message along for you."
Well, then that will work.
And Killian just kind of looks at you and he goes, "Unfortunately, if such an item does exist, it is not here. Nor do I have a way of obtaining it."
All right.
Now, best get going. And he guides you all to a door at the northernmost part of the library. As he opens it, looking through it, you can see the city of Silmar. And he guides you through, and he leads you to a shop. And outside it, you see several wyverns lined up, saddles ready, and everything. And he says, "Unfortunately, it will take you a few days to get there, but it will be a lot faster than what it would have taken for you to get there from Silvaria. Be safe. And return to us unharmed.
All right.
I believe that's always the goal.
So congrats, you're all dragon riders now. Woo. All right. So, you all excuse me. You all climb atop your wyverns. And the man on the ground shouts up to you, "Has any of you ever flown on a wyvern before?"
No.
He just kind of chuckles and he says, "Well, the best piece of advice I can give you, hold on tight."
Can't be that different.
As
Thorin tucks his wings in.
as he finishes saying that, one by one, each of your wyverns takes off,
Ta-da.
vaulting itself into the air as wings spread. You all get the sensation of, like, if you've gone skydiving when you first open your chute and just all the drag catches you. And you take off, headed in the direction of the cave. So, yeah. What would you guys like to do?
Not fall.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Well, we were told it would take us a couple days to get there.
Mhm.
So, my priority is going to be keeping an eye out for any sort of airborne threats, as well as looking for a decent location for us to camp each night.
Don't worry, I got that on lockdown.
What do you mean?
Passive perception of 25, passive investigation of 30.
My passive perception's a 25 as well.
See, and I thought you meant like you've got the campsite thing down on lock because you have like portable hole or something.
No.
Oh no, we'll
Fortress
find the perfect place for us every night, guaranteed.
Fortress would be nice.
Okay.
You get me the materials, and you get the nice things.
As you're flying over, you just see Aurora's teapot just scuttling across the land. And that's
What
weird.
the hell is that?
Should you just Beauty and the Beast him?
Right? Anyways,
Rumi, yeah.
So,
anyways, as you guys, are going through your journey to get to this cave, it's kind of dull. Really, the only thing you guys have to worry about is not getting smacked in the face with birds as they're flying by.
Try and keep your mouth closed. The
Those are
bugs
just
will.
Uh,
I got a bug. I got a bug.
for the sake of
Snacks,
eating,
bro.
Thorin transforms at one point and just starts snacking on birds as they fly in his mouth.
There you go.
Like I said, wyvern snacks.
Yep. Eventually, you arrive to your destination.
Before making landfall, I want to take a quick, because we were told that it was north way into the mountains a bit from the cave entrance.
Yes.
I'm gonna take the wyvern up that direction and see if I can spot anything.
You see a couple like goblin villages. You see random elk and deer just running through the forested parts. And then you see the opening of the cave. And standing there, you can't exactly make it out, but it looks to be an orc.
Oh dear.
What's up? Well, I'll
Can we fight from the back of the wyvern?
I mean, yes, if you want to.
I mean, technically they're on loan, so we're paying for them if they die.
And we also don't even know if this is a friend or foe.
I was just asking the question. I mean,
Well-
we don't have to.
Thorin will fly back down to fly back to the group after checking that out. I found our location that we're going. Couple goblin villages between here and there.
Is there big enough room to land there?
DM.
Sorry, I was taking a drink of water.
Good.
You noticed that, yeah, there would, but not for all of you to land as a group. You'd literally have to do it like single file kind of deal.
One at a time.
So, not the best idea.
No.
But the villages shouldn't be too much of an issue if we keep our heads about us. Did see an orc at the opening of the cave that we're heading towards. So that could be interesting.
Did he look like he was guarding something?
What other reason
He-
would you be standing in front of an open cave system?
Well, he might live there.
Waiting your turn to get in. Maybe he's the ticket taker.
Man, the tickets please guy is cut. That's exactly where my mind went. The tickets please guy is cut.
But
It is now a little like 2-3 hours after dawn. By foot, it will take you about a half day to get to this cave. So, what shall you do?
There was no better place to land up closer.
not that I saw.
Hmm.
I mean, we could always take them overhead and drop on them. But I don't know if anybody feel like being a pancake.
I mean, it doesn't have to be like that. You ever watched a feather?
Do you have it?
Aye.
You have the capability for that? How many people can you affect with that?
Let me check.
Are we talking about group featherfall?
Yes.
Because I'm liking where this is going.
Sneak attack from above.
Philly pipes up. You wouldn't have to use it on me, so you can take me out of that equation.
Can you cover you and 3 other people?
I can hit 5 of us.
You only need to hit you and 3 other people.
That would
He
be
points to the wings on his back.
Oh, yeah, you don't need it.
I
That's right.
don't.
Wait.
So, in that instance, we could take the wyverns overhead and just drop off.
Now, excuse me. I do want to remind you all, you have a very important, I guess, for lack of a better term, NPC with you that you can use, but he will never outright suggest. If you want his help, you have to ask him.
That's when you walk into a goblin thing and go, "Hey, Charles, help out," and he just big size and crushes the whole thing with one sitting.
I mean,
That's about how that would go.
yeah. Well, I was going to say, in terms of the whole feather fall thing, literally, you just be like, "Hey, Charles, can you do something about these guys?" And he'd just be like, "Yeah, okay." Jump, stays a small size, about halfway down, and then he literally just expands to the size of the mountain range.
Well, it's not a matter of we're not worried about the people down below. We can handle them. It's a matter of getting everybody rather than traveling a half a day to that point. We're going to fly, which will take maybe an hour or two. Feather fall off the top of them to cut our flight time down, our travel time down.
Okay.
and our possibility of getting tripped up
Detection.
by
The goblins. We're talking about just dropping right on the cave entrance.
Okay.
Which, if that's the plan we end up going with, which seems like a pretty solid plan,
Yep.
paratroopers.
Thorin will turn to the wyverns and hoping that they understand. In Draconic will uh inform them of the take us up over the opening that, and then once we're all off, fly back to this location and wait for us.
Okay.
If it seems like they don't understand, we can ask Charles to translate.
They understand.
That's fair.
They understand, and then in Draconic, kind of one of them replies back that they understood you. And then another one in Draconic actually kind of insults your group to a point where Charles gets offended. And you just see this tiny cat-like dragon jump off of your shoulder, Saravine, and grow about 3 heads taller than this wyvern and just growl. And it kind of shakes a little bit and then apologizes immediately as a little liquid stains the ground.
He'll teach you.
And then Charles just, whoop, back to his tiny size and crawls back onto your shoulder and just huffs. So, shall we get this party going?
Sure.
Pulls
So-
out a feather and waves it at all of you.
I'm gonna get on the wyverns, fly to above the cave opening that I saw. That's our intended destination.
Okay.
Y'all ready?
Y'all ready for this?
He takes his coat and his hat off and slides them into his bag.
Drakri flips up the hood of his armor and just takes off running down the wyvern's back and just dive bombs right off.
Junker kind of drunkenly tips off the side and uses the spell to cast Featherfall on all on the required targets.
Which would be Junker, Seraphine, Tarek, and Drycree.
Okay, give me just a quick moment here.
Thorin is
Jamal.
going to do similar to what Drakri did. He is going to run off the back end of the wyvern, heading down straight for the orc that he saw. And
One
as
second, I'll
he's,
be right back.
you're fine.
Okay.
And as he's plummeting down at like a dive, he reaches up, grabs a hold of the skin on his face, and tears it away as he transforms midair, flying down at this fucking orc. And last minute, his wings spread, and he just 3-point lands. 90 feet of movement. As he's now
Philly just kind of floats down next to Thorin. You know that's bad on your knees, right?
It was more for the look. The wings stopped all the impact.
You're worried about his knees. He tore his face off.
Fair.
As you're standing next,
He has to use those knees at some point, so
As 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 Junker is Mary Poppinsing his way down.
holding his rifle as his umbrella. Oh, that's fucking perfect. So yeah, your once Seraphine or once Dutchy comes back and stuff, your orc has a 8-foot wolf just staring at him.
I don't have a prop big enough in this area to signify the gun.
You just need to get you a Nerf gun. That's the size of it.
That won't fit on camera.
Okay, well.
I don't know how many guns are within reach right now, but it's quite a few.
All right. While you were waiting for Dutchy, go ahead and roll me initiative.
Can I can I try to scare this motherfucker with my whole thing?
Yeah,
If not,
sure.
if not, that's okay.
Intimidation.
Yeah, if you want to
Uh,
try and scare it, you can.
Oh, it's just the whole thing of the. I'm pretty sure he would have spotted the wyverns. Saw this half elf looking motherfucker coming darting down right at him, shred his own fucking face off, transforming into a werewolf with giant fucking wings, and then 3-point land only to stand up and stare down at him. I don't know most people who wouldn't be slightly intimidated by that unless they were god class or used to that shit.
Go ahead and roll me an intimidation check then.
That is a 16 on the die plus. Where is his modifier? Fuck. My eyes aren't working today. Sorry. So it's 24.
Congrats, you've intimidated him a little bit. Yeah. You beat out his con save by 1.
And my initiative roll is
I
19.
think I smell asparagus.
My initiative roll is a 28.
Okay.
Jesus, sir, Jesus, man.
I rolled a nat 20 and I have a +8 initiative.
25
Nice.
for the Terex.
Gotcha.
30-20.
With
Yep.
my Bunbarian dice.
You're my mighty 6.
Did you
No,
say
you said
6
it wrong.
for me?
Fear my mighty 6.
You said
Love
it wrong. It's Mighty 9.
Sick. Right.
I'm waiting for the second half of that on Monday.
Right?
I started to watch it and then I was like, wait, this is only part 1. I'm waiting. Gonna watch all this
Oh.
together.
Wait, what are you guys talking about?
The
They're
Mighty Nine reunion they did.
They did a very good cliffhanger. It's worth watching on Sunday night.
I'm only on episode 10 of the Mighty 9, so
Yep, you got a lot of catching up to do.
You will grow to love that bunch of assholes.
Yes. Very much so. Anyways, Serb, what was your inish?
I beat Tormy with my mighty 5.
Oh my god.
I rolled a nat 1.
Oof. Okay. So, this orc that you were looking at is actually a war chief. And you can tell that by his armor and, just his general attire. As he's staring you down, Thorin, you can see there's a twinge of fear in his eyes at this creature standing in front of him. And Philly, you are up first.
okay. How far away is he from us?
You landed like right next to Thorin, didn't you?
Yes.
So he would only be about 15 to 20 feet away.
15 to 20 feet away. Okay. Well, I am, as a bonus action, gonna pull out my DOS loot and gonna strum a few notes to grant bardic inspiration to Thorin, while singing a little tune using lyrics that say, "And I'm hungry like a wolf."
Oh boy. Okay.
What's your bardic inspiration?
1d6.
Okay. Just putting that up to the side so I know I have it.
And then, as my action, I'm going to look to the orc and I'm going to say, look from the orc to the wolf, back up to the orc. He's going to make a steak out of you.
Aw.
As I cast my vicious mockery at him.
Okay.
I need a wisdom save.
Got it. Give me just a sec here. That is all of a 9.
He fails.
Okay.
So good roll. That is max damage. So he is going to take 8 points of psychic damage, and he now has disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Got it. Okay.
And give me just one more sec to check something out here. Because I used a bonus action to inspire Thorin, I also get a use of my bardic inspiration die, which I am going to use to buff the damage from that, since it only lasts until the beginning of my next turn.
Okay.
And that is another 4 points of damage. So 12 points of psychic damage.
And he has disadvantage, is what you said?
Yep, he has disadvantage on his next attack.
Doing anything else?
Nope, that is bonus and action. I'm going to take a couple steps slightly behind the big bad wolf.
Okay. Tarek, you're up.
I'm going to try to smack it with my great axes.
Okay.
Where did you
Roll.
land at?
Right next to the two of you. Well,
Okay.
I'm guessing 11 doesn't hit.
No, it does not.
Although I'm guessing a 31, which is nat 20, does.
You said it nat 20'd?
I nat 20 on my other great axe,
Go ahead.
Why are you so low, Cody?
yeah. Huh?
I can barely hear you.
Turn 'em up.
I'm turning him up.
I
There we go.
made
There we go. That's
some
better.
adjustments to my input values to make them not so damn loud. Search for the correct goddamn dice here. The fuck does critical hits work anyway? Gotta roll. I don't even know.
You get max on all your die. You get your normal additions, and then you roll your hit die or your damage die one more time to add on top.
I also have to roll to confirm the nat 20, correct?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, no, I've never run by that rule.
Okay.
That thankfully went away back in 3.5.
You said max on a hit die?
Yes.
Yep.
You get
So-
one set of all of your damage maxed. You get your regular bonuses, and then you get to roll your damage die one more time to add all together.
So what's your to hit? Or what's your damage die?
That's a d12.
So it would be a 12 plus whatever the bonus is.
Plus a hit.
And then roll your 12 again and add that to that total.
So it's 20 base plus whatever you roll.
You mean 18 base?
You said a d12 plus 8.
Plus 6.
Oh, 6. Okay, so yeah, 18. It sounded like you said 8. So 18 base plus whatever you roll.
Plus 6 again.
So
24.
24.
Yep. surge, so I can do all that over again.
Nice.
Okay.
Does a 21 hit?
It does.
And my d20 went
What is the damage, my friend?
He lost his d20.
Oh, oof.
That's gonna be a funny thing that I'm about to do.
Oh boy.
What?
I said things that made him concerned. That's what.
Anyways, does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so 14 for the normal great axe, and 14 for the great axe plus 1 as well, because math.
So 28 altogether?
Yep.
Okay.
And then defensive stance, so I don't get smacked around too hard.
Fair enough. All right. Saravine, you are up.
Saravine, as she's coming down, is going to call on divine powers and shoot a sparkly little guiding bolt at the orc.
Okay.
19 to hit.
That hits.
$14 points of damage.
Okay.
And the next person will have advantage.
That would be Thorin.
I warmed them up for you.
Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Now, Thorin, it is your turn. But
Mhm.
as this guiding bolt strikes this orc, it lets out a howl.
Mhm.
It is in pain. And out from this cave comes 6 more orcs.
Okay.
Cork, cork, cork.
How far from the main orc do they get?
They come running out. They see this excuse me. They see their chief howling in pain. One immediately runs up to his side. The other 5 see the rest of the group and kind of spread out to offer basically human shields kind of deal.
I need a distance between each one.
I'd say about 20 feet from you to the war chief and the second orc that just appeared. And then from them to the other orcs is going to be about 5 feet. And then they're literally just standing next to each other in like a semicircle.
That's all I needed to know.
Oh, look. they're lining
He's
up.
about to kick some orkin ass.
Oh,
Look,
here's
they're lining up.
here's-
Yeah, they're a little anxious.
here's the fun part. First off, Thorin is going to fly up over the human shield that these orcs have made, or orcan shield, land behind the orc chief,
Okay.
doing so while drawing his blade. Bonus action. Let me make sure that I I'm doing this correctly. Um, okay, perfect. So, as a bonus action, I am going to Hunter's Mark the chieftain and the one directly next to the chieftain, because with my chains, I get to do that twice now.
Okay.
Because I'm casting it at 2nd level.
Gotcha.
So the chieftain and the other one right next to him are both hunters marked. The chieftain, what does Jeb, Bardic Inspiration, what can it be used on?
For 10 minutes, the creature can add it to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Perfect.
This can be added after seeing the roll, but before knowing the outcome.
Perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 attacks against the chieftain.
Okay.
The first one, but I'm going to separate these because it's going to be it's wonky. The first one is going to be the advantage roll.
Gotcha.
Okay. So with his bonus to hit, that is a 24.
That hits.
Okay. So 24 hits. So that is, I need you. I need you. And I need you. Technically, he is wielding this with. So where is the? Oh, this is gonna get stupid. No, yeah, that's right. It's these plus the D6 from Hunter's Mark. Okay. So that is. So that's 23 points of slashing and radiant damage.
Okay.
Because I hit him, I'm also going to hi buddy. I am going to hit him. I'm going to activate Horde Breaker because I hit with a melee attack or with a weapon attack this turn. And I'm going to make an attack with the same weapon against the orc that is right next to the chieftain.
Okay.
This one is not at advantage. But 17 on the die, so I'm guessing that does hit.
Give me a sec here.
Because it's 25 to hit in total.
Oh, it's a 25, so yeah.
Yeah. He also has Hunter's Mark, so he gets the D6 of damage as well.
Okay.
So this orc takes 21 points of slashing and radiant damage.
Okay. Before you do anything else, how do you want to do this with the war chief?
With the war chief?
Yes.
Basically what you see, what everybody around him sees, is Thorin drops the blade slightly and holds it by the chain and just kind of whips it around, and it doesn't look like it did anything as it snakes around and goes after the other one and strikes it in the back. But you see the war chief's body just kind of split in half and fall to side by side.
Gotcha.
as
That's not gory at all.
he pulls the chain up, makes his second attack against the one that was next to the war chief.
Gotcha.
So that was just one attack in Horde Breaker. So I don't have Horde Breaker for this turn. Now I'm making my second attack.
Gotcha.
That's that was does a 22 hit this orc?
Yes.
Okay. So now this one is still affected by the hunter's mark. So that is okay, so that is 21 points of damage with the second attack and that is slashing and radiant. And then I'm going to activate Unforgiving Chain, which is part of the item that Thenris was given. As part of an attack, when you successfully hit a target, you may attempt to strike another target that is next to them, increasing or within the range of your weapon, increasing their AC by 2. So what I am going to do with this is, because I can basically, this way this works is it'll snake through the ones that are within his range, but it can't go back and hit any of the ones that it's already hit once. But each time it does, each time he targets a new creature, their AC increases by 2.
Okay.
Just for that attack or permanently?
Just for my attack. It just focuses on what I am doing for this turn. So nobody else is going to be affected by their increase in AC. It's just whether or not I can hit multiple ones in a row. So
how much damage did you say the first attack was?
The first attack was 21 points.
Okay.
The second one, you said there were 6 in total, right?
Yes.
So there are 5 more other than the one that I've been beating on.
Correct.
So I'm going to make attack rolls on the remaining 5. And each time that I make, do you mind if I know what their base AC is?
Yeah. It's all they're all 16s.
Okay. So this next roll that I'm going to make has to beat an 18.
Okay.
And then the next one that I make has to beat a 20. It'll go up by 2 each time.
Oh.
So it makes it harder for me to hit them as I keep going. But it does give me the ability to try to hit multiple creatures in a turn.
And as soon as he misses, it stops.
It stops. Exactly. So I have
1 on the first one.
I don't exactly. Okay, first one, the dice roll itself beats the thing. It's an 18 plus 8, so this one does not have that on there because this is not. You stay on the dice on the table. So this guy takes that's not right. Oh yeah, it is. So 26 points to the the second one.
Okay.
So this one, it has to be the 20. What is my plus? Okay, that's a 21 to hit, so that does. And that's shit damage. 3, 7. This one only takes 12 points. Now I've got to beat a 22. And there's the nat 1.
Oof.
So I don't go any further than the third one that I hit. So I managed to hit those 3. And that is That
Okay.
is all he's doing. Because I'm going to take a defensive stance right there next to. I'm actually going to move up and around to the one that I was beating on first, that was next to the chieftain. And I'm going to put myself kind of in between him and the others. And
Gotcha.
go into a defensive stance with a wolfish grin on his face. To cast off the code because that increases that. Okay. But that is my turn.
Got it. Next up is that orc. The first one you attacked outside of the war chief. He's going to immediately turn around. And with his great axe,
Mhm.
he's going to take a swipe at you.
Okay.
That's a dirty 20.
That misses.
Okay. He's going to twirl it around and come in with the second swipe. That's a fucking 10. That ain't doing shit. But he's going to use. Well, hold on. Let me double check. Nope, that's an actual action, not a bonus action. He's not going to be able to do that. That's its turn.
Okay.
Next up is Orc B. Because, yeah. This one is in front of Tarek. And he's going to do the same thing and swing his axe.
I'm going to be right back.
Okay. First one does not hit. I'm assuming the 25 will, though, correct?
Yep.
Hold on, Tyler. I'm going to use my reaction to cast Silvery Barbs as I magically distract the orc on his hit on Tarek. He has to re-roll his d20 and use the lower of the two rolls.
Gotcha. Well, it doesn't matter because they're both the same,
Well, worth a shot.
right?
Yeah.
And I then get to choose a different creature, and that creature has advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, and it makes within 1 minute. And I'm going to use that on Thorin,
Okay.
and then I also get a use of my, or I get an inspiration die because I buffed somebody else.
Gotcha.
Synergy.
That is going to be 20 points of damage, Cody.
It's but a flesh wound.
Yeah, well. That ends his attack. So keep in mind, Orc B is in front of you, Tarek. Orc A is in front of Fenris. Orc
Okay.
C, their turn. They're going to take swipes at Saravine. Ten does not hit. Again, 10 does not hit. Yay. So that's their turn as they howl and try their best to swing and hit you, Saravine, but they miss. All right, next up is Orc D, who is going to be in front of you, Phileas.
Philly is backed up. Thorin ran in front, ran up to them
You're right,
on his
and this
turn.
one's moving to you.
He's going to have to move through Thorin's
That range.
range in order to get to me.
No, yeah, that's true. Oh well, okay, cool.
So if he's moving through his threat range, Thorin would get an opportunity attack on him.
I'm well aware of that. I am giving him that opportunity attack as soon as he gets back. So Jeb, mark down that it is Orc D. That way, when Fenris comes back, I'll be able to have him take that opportunity attack. But he's gonna swing his axes at you. Okay, so a 12 does not hit. I'm assuming a 19 hits you.
19 does hit me.
Okay. Are you able to use your reaction again, or
No.
okay? Okay, gotcha. 13 points of damage.
Okay.
Orc E. Turn. Unless Fenris, are you back? I'm assuming that's a no. Orc E is in front of you, Junker.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay.
You get
You get an opportunity attack
Oh,
on Orc D.
who moved through your zone in order to get up to attack me.
yeah. My that works. I'll take it. And just so you know, Tyler, my zone is a 15-foot radius.
Oh, okay.
Um. Do. That is a 17 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. And he gets blasted with not terrible. 20 points of slashing and radiant damage.
Okay. Anyways, Orc E is in front of Junker.
That was so nonchalant.
Swings its great axe at you for a 9 on the first one. Oh, you son of a bitch. And then an 8 on the second one. Fuck you. Hey. Orc F is in front of Drackery. Does a 19 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay, first attack is 13 points of damage. I'm assuming an 11 doesn't.
Nope.
Okay, so you're just taking the 13 points. Next up. That one's dead. So, Junker, it's your turn.
I'm going to give a polite smile Oh, Vio, you don't know what you've done. Pulls out a bag of rocks. Cast magic stone on it, on the 3 stones in the bag, and then cast catapult as the action, sending them into him.
Oof.
Okay.
He needs a 21 dex save, please.
Ping, ping,
He
ping,
is not
ping,
making it.
ping.
Cannonball!
This is what this idea that Tormy had for this artificer is what gave me the idea on my other artificer that I made and played in our one shot to use ball bearings.
Ping, 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 ping.
Basically, using catapult to cast disintegrate.
Pretty much. But yeah, he does not make the save.
13, 11, 23, 31, 33, 39, 47, 59 points of magic bludgeoning damage.
Damn.
Damn.
Seeing that, Thorin looks back at Junker. Somebody get this man some more rocks.
Hey guys, just
I've
to
got-
note that
Give
Cody
me-
actually sounds like he's in a cave.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I
Sounds like
may have turned on a little reverb.
Philly strums a little bit on his DOS loop. He's got big balls. He's got big balls. He's got the biggest balls of them all.
Jesus.
Jeb also sounds like he's in a cave.
Not as much as you do.
No, well,
You're very cavey.
he doesn't have fancy electric reverb either.
Okay.
I'm sorry, take 2 points away from that damage. I was casting it a level 1, not a level 2.
That was level 1?
Damn.
That's a combination of 3 freaking things all at the same time.
All right. Well, was that your turn, buddy?
That is action, bonus action. I am going into defensive.
Gotcha. Next up is Drackery.
What kind of weapon is this? The orc that attacked me using?
Great axe.
All right. Well, it's time to attack. Actually, you know what? I need a deception. It's going to be contested my insight versus your deception.
Yep.
Raiden and I know what he's using.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
Fantastic.
Deception's wisdom?
Charisma.
Charisma.
Got it. Okay. Well, that's a fucking 7, so.
Or do I want key life?
All right. Versus my 24, so.
Oof.
Basically, that allows him to use his sneak attack damage on that creature without
Yep.
having to need all the other stuff.
Yep.
Lovely.
So, how do I want to do this? All right. So, um, I will attack.
Okay.
$17 to hit.
That hits.
All right. I need more dice. I didn't get enough out. 20 points of damage. And I need a strength saving throw.
That's a 25.
All right. Well, I tried to disarm him. Fortunately, it didn't work. All right. And I can only. I think that's a bonus action as well, isn't it?
What were you using to disarm him at, bud?
His maneuvers, his disarming attack.
Yep.
Okay. Did you add the D8 to that, or the D6 or whatever it is to your damage roll? Or is it different from Battle Master?
It says when I hit with a weapon attack, I can expend one superiority die and add it to. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, you took. Did you take the feat for that?
yeah, battlefield awareness.
Yep.
So add another 4 damage to it.
Got it. Wrong one.
Never turned.
Boom. Okay, is that your turn, buddy?
Hang on a second.
Okay.
It is wounded now.
Which means what exactly?
At the start of the creature's turn, it takes 1d4 necrotic damage for each time that I've wounded it.
Okay.
It can then make a DC 15 con saving throw, ending that effect.
Gotcha. Does he make that at the start of his turn or once that effect takes place?
At the start of each of the wounded creature's turns, it
Gotcha.
takes the damage and then can make the
Makes-
saving throw to end it.
Got it. Got it. Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay, we are back to the top of the lineup, Mr. Phileas.
Okay. Philly is going to. He's going to put on a big smile on his face and raise his voice so that all the orcs can hear. And he's going to say, in his most persuasive voice possible, "You guys saw what our wolf friend did to your chief, and you saw what," and he points to Junker, "what our other friend just did with a couple pebbles. If you guys lay down your arms, lay down your weapons, no further harm will come to you." As he's trying to persuade them to give up.
Okay. Make your persuasion roll.
Okay, and I get to make that with advantage. How does a 30 sound?
Jesus.
Damn.
And I was
Philly's
just
Okay.
got a
getting ready
silver
to-
tongue.
I was just getting ready to whoop some ass.
I mean, you still can.
We're not. We haven't even gone into the thing yet. Go into the thing and whoop some ass.
Well, there's ass
As-
right here.
As you're talking to them, Philly.
What are you doing? You crawled out of your crib.
Oh no.
Good morning.
As you're talking to them, this kind of glazed look comes over their eyes. One by one, they each begin to throw their weapons to the ground as your magic laced words sink in and override the fear of their master for but a brief moment. What else are you going to do on your turn there, buddy?
Like, as part of that, seeing that they are all listening to me, can I can just continue that by saying, now it's time for you guys to run and flee into the mountains.
I just had the thought of I can't remember what movie it is, but the dude is like talking to these people. They all drop their weapons, just kind of stare at him. And he goes, "And this is the part where you run away."
You're thinking of Shrek.
Yes, that. Thank you. I couldn't. I was like, I can't remember where it's from. But yes, I will gladly allow you to do that. So yeah, essentially, as you're talking to them, they all scatter. You
Philly looks to the rest of the group. Should we pick up their great axes? We could always sell them.
I mean, it's
I mean, I
sure.
could always throw them as well.
Well, Philly's going to go ahead and collect all the great axes then and put them into his bag of holding before we go into the cave.
okay.
I would like
How many great axes?
7 altogether.
I'd like to yeah, I think they're regular great axes.
Yes, they are.
I'd like to point out that Drakri and them should check the chief's body, and I'm gonna step to the entrance of the cave and use divine sense.
Okay. If you're checking the body, whoever's checking the body, give me investigation.
I will assist him with that.
Do I really need to roll with my passive of 30?
That's less of just noticing something in a room, it's more of searching his body for stuff.
Yeah, and investigation's just the closest thing I could think of.
Well, I rolled
Well, no, that's the
30-20, so.
but
Okay. You find a couple copper coins,
no.
some bones,
It's a light.
and a small dagger. That's literally the size of your palm.
Since I was assisting him with that, can I tell if there's anything special about the dagger, or is it just a dagger?
It is literally just a small little throwing dagger.
Okay.
That this orc probably picked off a corpse or something.
Well, I wanted to make sure because I'm an expert in Arcana, so.
Yeah,
No.
just looking at it, it's a plain dagger.
Leave
Nothing
that alone,
special.
buddy. Hey, leave it alone, please. Where's your truck?
It's on the floor going vroom vroom.
Not yet, it's not.
He's not talking about your truck. He's talking about the baby's truck.
I mean, just right there on
So
the
do I
floor,
get
going vroom vroom.
So do I get anything from divine sense?
Yeah. You can feel power emanating from within.
Okay. What kind of power? Because I can celestial, fiend, undead.
Dude,
Anything that is affected by the hallowed spell.
It is essentially celestial in
Okay.
origin.
13 godly weapons. Of course, there's going to be power emanating from this place.
And I don't pick up anything of the latter of undead or fiend, do I?
Nope.
Okay.
You did mention they'd all be in one piece.
Give me 1 sec.
Okay. So, are you guys going in?
Yes.
I say if we go in, Drakery's checking one side of the tunnel. I'll check the other side. Cover both ends.
Okay. Sure thing.
Of course, he won't have to roll, but I will. But I
Fair.
roll with advantage, so that all works out.
Okay, I'm back.
From outer space.
Yes.
Every single time.
Yep.
You want to shall we head inside?
Yeah. Yeah, we were just talking about that. Who has the better... What's your passive, Jeb?
My passive investigation is an 18, but I've got advantage with a +8 on my check.
I was going to say...
I mean, you guys could work together.
Right, that's what I said. He covers one side of the tunnel, checking for traps. And I cover the other side and cover both
Yep.
ends.
And I could be right behind you guys with 120-foot dark vision and 60-foot true sight.
I also have blind sight.
Hey,
Okay.
leave Daddy's light alone.
So, you all head into this cave.
Is it dark?
It's actually well lit.
Okay, good, because Tarek doesn't have to.
There are torches embedded in the walls as if they had been placed there by whoever was here before you. Judging from the fact that there were 7 orcs here, they were more than likely searching for something. As you're walking down the corridor, Drackery,
Yep.
you, with your passive being as high as it
Give
is,
me that.
you automatically notice where the corridor ends and opens up into this larger chamber. There is a line etched in the ground with runes written on either side. You're not close enough to read the runes just yet, but you can see them. You know they're there.
I'll let everybody know.
Island. Ty.
Phileas, as you're walking down the corridor, I'm not going to make you roll.
Well, I did roll,
Okay.
so
Is the
It
roll
doesn't-
higher
it
than
doesn't-
your passive?
yes, it's a 25.
Okay, so we'll go with the roll then. As you're walking down the corridor, you notice that the closer you're getting to this larger chamber, the stonework around you turns from standard just earth cave looking to more refined. Like it has purposefully been built.
Can I tell, considering I am an expert in history, can I tell what inspiration it's from?
You mean as far as like the
The craft, the make, like what race?
oh,
what
okay.
race
So like
inspired it?
the stonesmiths who built
Yes.
it.
I can get here.
Yeah, you can. You can tell it was built by dwarves.
It's yours. It's yours.
Looking at it.
It's yours.
Hi, Tylen.
He's enthralled with the phone at the moment.
But you can tell by looking at it that this room is ancient. That this stonework has been here for centuries.
I can tell 4 centuries.
No, that it's been there for centuries.
Okay. Just the way you emphasized 4, it made it sound
Right,
like
yeah, I realized that as
it
soon as
was
I said it. I was
4.
like, he's probably going to think the number. All right. What are you guys going to do?
Well, I relay all of that information to everybody else as well.
Okay.
Considering in character, considering we're going into a mountain, and considering what we just fought, I think we have to be prepared for possible Duragar.
I was prepared.
Well,
Possible what?
Duragar.
Duragar. They're nasty little dwarves.
Dark dwarves.
Oh,
Sounds like
Dwarven equivalent of drow.
Sounds like fun to smack around.
If they don't smack you around first.
All right.
I like it.
So what are you guys doing?
We didn't find any traps or anything like that.
Just the line in the stonework with the runes on either side.
see, that makes me wonder.
Can I
Rub
make an
my
arcana
hands
check
together,
to see?
rub my eyes, and cast detect magic.
Or that works.
Everything lights up in front of you.
Can I do an arcana check to check for any magical traps?
Sure.
That one's not as good of a roll. That's 16.
You can tell there are no traps,
Was it a
magical or otherwise.
was it like a barrier, Junker?
As you're looking at the thing, Junker, yes, you would describe it as a barrier.
There's not much else you could really call it by. It's got to be a barrier.
Well, there's no
There's no
traps.
fence.
Philly bends down, picks up a small stone, and tosses it at the barrier.
It'd help if I wasn't on mute.
Probably.
As you toss the stone, it seemingly passes through unfazed.
Hey, I got one we can try. And
Does it-
You shoot your firebolt at it.
does it disappear? Or do I see it land on the other side?
Yep, you watch it go straight over the line and land on the other side.
Philly looks to Drakery. I think it's safe.
No comment to my firebolt that I just shot through the barrier.
Oh, you were being serious? You're actually going to shoot a firebolt at it?
Yep. Just past.
Make me a deck save.
There it is. There it is.
No.
How does a 17 sound?
You are barely able to dodge out of the way as your firebolt makes contact with the barrier and is immediately flung back at you.
Does that tell
I'm
anyone
gonna-
anything?
I'm gonna walk up to the barrier and place my hand against it and see if I can push through it.
You cannot.
Okay.
The stone went through it.
I can.
But why won't you go through it?
I can
I
think
don't
of
know.
a couple of reasons. Maybe
Maybe.
it keeps
What
out
is sentient and what is not.
life. Maybe it keeps out life. Maybe it keeps out magic.
Well, is Thorin still transformed?
Yeah, but even if he's transformed, it's a curse. It's not magic. It's curse-born, not
Well,
arcane-born.
just in case, Philly's gonna go up and he's gonna try the same. He's gonna try and put his hand through it.
Your hand passes right through.
Mhm.
Fuck.
There's a different reason.
What's that?
And I test a theory. I'm gonna go up and put my hand on it.
You cannot pass through.
I'll try as well.
As
Knock,
will,
knock, knock.
As will Terry.
It seems solid as ever when you approach it as well, Zachary.
Yeah.
Philly pulls his hand back. What does Tarek pass through or?
Oh, I didn't hear him say he did it. No, he does not.
Philly looks back. Sev?
I've just figured it out.
Steps up to the plate.
Yep.
I've just figured it out.
Your hand passes through.
God damn it.
He turns around. Are you all on the naughty list?
No,
Philly-
you are on the naughty list.
Philly throws his hands up and just to give a a demonstration.
This must be.
It's not me. It wasn't me. I'm innocent this time.
What's the deal here?
I know it's a knee-jerk reaction.
Oh shit. So
What's
Is it
Sarah
some
and
kind
I
of
are the only ones that can pass through it.
is there a reason behind that?
protection against alignment or
I
something?
don't think that has anything to do with it.
Yeah,
Thorin looks to Philly and then looks to Saravine and looks back to Philly and gives him that knowing look.
Philly flips him off.
Okay.
Philly's gonna check the runes. And
Okay.
and see if there's any information he can glean from them to say why this is the way it is.
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh boy. 18 on the die, so a 26.
Even though you can't really read them, their meaning comes to your mind quite clearly.
I hate you so much, Tyler.
Ward against all
Do you know what I'm about to do, Jeb?
Yes, I know what you're about to fucking do.
Their meaning becomes quite clear.
And I know exactly what's going to happen as soon as Philly walks through. So Philly gives Sev a sad look, looks to Thorin and flips him off again, and he steps through the barrier.
You walk through just fine. Nothing happens. But
Sev
the
looks
meaning
confused.
of the runes become a little bit clearer.
And the
Let
door
none.
slams behind Jeb.
I've done that before, actually.
What was that, sir?
I said, and the door slams behind you.
Yeah. Philly walks back through the barrier. I've got bad news. Sev and I are the only ones who can go any further.
Why?
Philly sighs, and he lowers his concentration on the spell that's keeping his true form concealed from everybody, and reveals himself to be a tiefling with a variant tiefling with wings protruding from his back. And he says, "Because we're the only tieflings in the group."
Looks at him a little confused. Why are you hiding it?
I love that you haven't even let me get out what the runes actually say. And you're just running with it.
Because I know how your twisted mind works. Philly
Says
looks to
the guy
Seraphine.
with the other twisted mind. Just putting that out there.
Philly looks to Seraphine and says, "That's a conversation for a different time. Thorin knows he can agree with me that that's a conversation for a different time."
He just looks very confused.
It's not one meant to be had here.
Well, that's not something you see every day. Oh, wait. Neither am I.
As you're having your conversation, you hear from the back of the chamber. I can tell you exactly why. Only those two are able to cross.
Philly whips around and fires a crossbow bolt.
It disappears midair.
Yeah, fuck.
Any
Who's
of
standing
you
on the other side?
happen to be able to translate what that says on the ground there?
Well, no one
What are the
knows.
runes made out of? Or what language are they written in?
Over the table, none of you would be able to read it. It's in such a dead and forgotten language that you just wouldn't be able to.
There's
I know one
that
person
could.
who would be.
Actually, you know what? Here, I pull out my fuck you card, Tyler, and I touch my helm of comprehending languages and cast comprehend language on myself and read the runes.
I forgot you had that. Fuck. It's all good. It's all good. Still makes this little bombshell effective.
Now above the table, what language is it?
The
It's
ancient
the
language.
ancient language.
Yeah. Literally, as you're reading it, the runes seem to turn to common, and it says, "Let none." Okay, I wanted to wait for Benris to get back. It literally says, "Let none but the blood of old Illyrium enter this room."
We're blue bloods.
Philly translates it and then looks to who spoke.
Okay.
Yeah, I already looked at who's speaking, who's standing there.
As you're looking at this figure, he's still partially obscured by the shadows in the room.
And how far are we from this figure? Because that doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, Thorin has true sight.
I've got 120 feet of
yes.
dark vision and 60 foot of true sight.
He would normally be well within distance for those things to take effect. But as you're looking at him, all you see is magic obscuring his features.
Magic.
Very strong magic.
Let's go to Candy Mountain.
He then walks forward a bit. And he's got on a mask and a hood. And you watch as he walks up to the line. He takes his foot and runs it over one of the runes. And as he does so, it disappears, dropping the barrier. He looks
Well,
at you.
that's just plain bad craftsmanship.
No.
You're putting a lock on the wrong side of the door.
No.
He
Where's the
looks
phone?
at you. Pulls
Give me the
down
phone.
the hood.
No.
Removes his mask. And standing before you is Alar. He looks at all of you and he says, "There, now we can all come in." And you see he just turns and walks over to this altar.
There's a lot of people looking for you.
For, that has 13 stones floating in the air.
You've just been hiding out over here or working
It
in the
was
shadows?
necessary.
No.
It was necessary. I needed to find these.
You've got a lot of people looking for you.
No.
Doesn't surprise me.
So,
You said you needed to find these.
Oh, yes.
But here's the we were sent by people who I assume you have Tyler or Tylen? No. What am I being tagged in?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. We were sent here by people who you should already have an affiliation with. So why wouldn't you worked with them if they knew about this place?
Well, here's the thing. They only knew about it because I told them.
Behind here. Go on.
He then kind of smiles as he walks up to the altar itself. And he snaps his finger. And there's now a barrier preventing you from leaving. He then turns and he looks and he says, "How else do you think those fools at the Order found where to go, except by my guiding hand?"
Go backwards. What's the deal with the barrier, Alar?
Oh, you'll find out soon enough.
I don't like the sound of that.
I don't like being locked in places.
Can you at least
Think of
turn
it.
my bottle back on?
Think of it as protection.
For who?
From what?
Well, hopefully it's strong enough to keep certain unsavories out. While I set about the task of removing these stones from their place of rest.
What are we to do in the meantime?
Oh, you're here to assist.
Not like a guinea pig, right?
I'm not sure what you mean. I try not to do meaningless experiments on those who obviously would not survive the trial.
So, like rats
Well,
in a maze. Got it.
Alive and unmaimed are two very different things.
We could always make another rabbit's foot.
so
They're
what do you need
exactly
our
what
help
I'm
with to
feeling.
remove these?
Oh, I think it best my associate explain that. And Alar then just kind of steps down off the altar and steps to the side of it as a portal is conjured. And out through this portal,
Don't you
steps
do it.
the Raven King.
You did it.
That's your cue, my friend.
As Vidar steps through this portal, he looks around, looks to the group, spots two tieflings standing there as his gaze hangs over them for a little bit before turning to Alar. I take it everything went as planned then.
Of course. You honestly believe I would have called you if it hadn't? Unlike that fool Aron, I tend to do my job well.
He nods very well, and he turns to the altar and begins collecting the stones.
What are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna look at Charles.
At this point, Charles has started snarling. He jumps off your shoulder and soon is about the size of a warhorse.
And as he does, a small lizard sized creature jumps off Vidar's back and transforms into a black mimicry of what Charles just transformed into. Cranum speaks. Charles, you would do well to stand down.
Stop.
Charles, in turn, you would do well to stand down. You and your fallen master. And as soon as Charles finishes speaking, he opens his maw and shoots out a torrential jet of black flame. Before it connects with Cranum or Vidar or whoever, Alar snaps his fingers and the flames instantly dissipate. He looks to Cranum and then steps out directly in front of him, facing your group. He looks you all over. I have no qualms about ending your existence right here. If you wish to survive, I suggest... And he snaps his fingers as the barrier lowers. I suggest you flee. So, what's everybody doing? Please tell me someone's gonna try and attack.
Philly steps up, puts his shoulder kind of in front of Saravine in a semi-protective manner now that Charles has jumped off of her shoulder.
Okay.
Disappointed, Alar. You've chosen the wrong side. I thought you wiser than this.
Oh, believe me, my dear. I am. Just in my time on this planet, I've discovered there are certain things that need corrected. And as soon as he finishes speaking, he holds his hand out. And everybody, make me a dex save.
How does an 18 sound?
Okay.
I need
It'll be
to know.
better than 11.
I need to know if it passes or fails.
I'll tell you in a moment. What'd you get,
I nat
Dusty?
one.
11.
Did you just say you nat one, Jeb?
That's two
I
nat
nat
ones.
one.
That's two nat ones.
Well, what are we doing? Sorry.
Dex save.
Dex save. Who was the other
21.
nat one? Oof.
Junker.
I just nat 20 for 30.
Nice.
Very nice.
What'd you get, sir?
21.
Okay. As Alar is holding out his hand, a giant magical circle forms under all of you. This is where it gets painful. Tormy
Spell
and
consumption.
Jeb. Do what?
Spell consumption. Counterspell.
Okay. What level?
It is base level, so I have to roll against it. But 18 plus Arcana, that's a 28.
Okay. And what is the contested roll on that again?
That is, or not 28. I'm sorry. That is supposed to be 10 plus the spell level. So if it is it is an 18. So if it is an level 8 spell or lower,
Well, here's the thing. It's Alar, so it's level 9.
fair.
Anyways, Tormy and
It was
Jeb.
worth a try.
I'm gonna give you this. You immediately, Junker, feel this magic circle start to form. You shoot off your counterspell immediately. And because you did that, you weren't able to stop the spell. You did weaken it, though. Just enough that you and Philly, yes, are damaged. And yes, pretty severely. For the rest of the session, you both now have 2 HP. And next session, you will have disadvantage on all attack rolls. Dutchy, you had the 11, right?
Yep.
You immediately feel a pull as this spell strips you of your strength. You have 5 HP left. And next session, disadvantage on all saves. Now, Cody, because you got an 18, you are knocked down to 10 HP. And will have 2 points of exhaustion next game.
You understand I have lucky footwork as well. I could roll a d4 as well. That's why I asked if it was pass or fail.
Okay, roll that d4 then.
Well, we'll make it a 19 then.
You still have 10 HP, but instead of 2 points, I'll give you only 1 point of exhaustion next game.
10 HP from 150.
Yeah. Now, Serb and Fenris, because you both got over 20. you will have no negative side effects in the next game. But this is going to hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Evasion.
Drakery's a rogue.
Yeah,
And it was a deck save.
it was. You were right. See, here's the thing. It was a deck save. You are very much correct. Why not? Drakery, by some miracle, you avoid the spell entirely. Thorin, though, it knocks you out of your transformation
Mm-hmm.
and knocks you down to 15 HP.
What the hell spell is this?
This is a spell called White Nova. It's one of Alar's favorites. Anyways, as the spell is cast, Charles
Is in charge.
Charles in charge of our days. Charles immediately, instead of going on the attack, spins around, gathers you all up, and books it out of the cave.
He does. Prayer of healing.
Okay.
Oh. And that gives everybody 27 HP back.
Does your cloak give you anything special for that?
Yup. Done.
By the way, Tyler, I'm just letting you know. On my drive back today, I was thinking about the hooded figure you had talking with Vidar. And after your comment last night that you're not an ass, or the other night that you're not an asshole, you wouldn't put Pathos as that. I had a feeling you were gonna go with Alar.
Oh, wait a minute. I've got.
All right.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
Hold on.
Okay.
This was level 5, so 27. Add another 7 to that. So that's 34. And my proficiency.
My cabbage.
Plus 4, so 38. Everybody gets back.
Saravine, as you
Yep.
cast this spell, it seems to affect everyone but Philly.
What?
In fact, Philly, because you were hit by the majority of this blast, and aren't a being of pure magic like Junker. It corrupted you in a
What
little
the
way.
fuck, Tyler?
I need a death save from you, please.
A dex save?
Death.
Death.
A death save.
Yep.
A 3.
That's one fail.
Can we just pour
Go
7
ahead.
potions of healings down his throat?
If that's what you want to try and do.
You know,
I'm gonna actually try
cut his
something.
head off. So
No, I'm gonna actually try something a little different. I am going to touch Philly and cast Greater Restoration.
Kinky.
Okay.
Says I can end one of the following. I can end a charm or petrified effect on a target. I can end a curse, including a target's attunement to a cursed item. Any reduction to one target's ability score, or one effect reducing the target's HP maximum. Essentially.
Okay. Just like before, the magic seems to not work. I need another death save, please.
20, nat 20.
What the fuck? That one's a 9.
That's also a fail, but closer.
Let's not keep trying to heal him.
See if the restorative ointment works on him.
Or a
Real
potion
quick.
of healing.
Can I roll an Arcana to see if this is just fucking reverse?
Yeah, please.
I love that that's where your mind goes.
Reverse,
Yes.
reverse.
Please.
That
If
is
it
a
is, I'm
29.
gonna punch him in the face.
What did you say it was, Stormy?
A 29.
Yes and no. You can tell it's reversing the effects of healing, but at the same time it's not. Like his body is healing just fine. It's a soul that is damaged.
Sounds like he needs a purging.
I think we need to go visit Pathos.
I think we have 6 seconds to save his life.
I think you're right.
I am going to, for the remainder of whatever is going on, because I'm not sure what's happening, I'm not going to try to heal Philly. I'm actually going to spend time casting guidance on him over and over again.
And guidance does.
+4
He
to save.
can do +4 to a save or ability check,
Sweet.
which means death saves.
Is Philly conscious?
No.
Well, you weren't dropped to 0 hit points.
Yeah,
That's what I'm asking.
Philly would be conscious, yes.
Okay, so Philly would have said when Thorin touched him, "Oh no, Thorin, don't touch me there." Now he's saying, "Thorin, I take it back. I take it back. You're my favorite person."
Actually, I can't use guidance for that, but I do have bless, so I will use bless instead.
And
Guidance doesn't work for saves, it works for ability checks. I just read it. But bless does do the same exact thing for ability checks for saves for 1 minute.
Well, if this
Okay.
doesn't work, we have some bottles of things that would help with that.
We just discovered that healing doesn't work. It does the reverse. So the bottles of restorative ointment and stuff is going to kill him.
That's not what I said.
True resurrection.
Yeah, we can literally bring him back to life.
Maybe the soul. Do you not hear
The
Tyler?
soul is corrupted.
True resurrection works on the soul, not the body. You don't need a body for true resurrection. It works on the soul. Which is why Junker's been doing his thing in the background at the library, because we had this conversation last session. If the soul is destroyed, true resurrection would not work.
If we gave
So
it
I
to
am
him
casting.
now before he actually died.
Say what, sir?
I said, what if we gave it to him now before he died?
I mean, if that's what you want to do.
I don't think
I
it's going to
don't
have
like
any
the
effect
way
on
you
him.
said that.
Yeah, no, just have him do
No.
his
I've
last
got-
death save. We've got this.
You have bless on you, so you roll your death save and add a d4.
Okay. Roll my death save and add a d4.
Yep.
Hold on.
I am all
What
of
if
a
I
sudden
cast?
sweating bullets.
Wait, what if I cast bless on him too? Does he get 2d4s?
They don't stack.
Yeah, they don't
Damn it.
stack.
But we do have a different ace in the hole here.
Uh, what's the ace in the hole before I roll? Because I've got the die in my hand.
No, you roll. If you roll on both of your die and it is somehow just if it is lower than we need it, I'm going to flash of genius you because that's on any saving throw, and you just get a +4 straight up.
Huh.
Find something. There we go. Nat one.
+4 don't do shit to a nat 1.
Highest he can get is 9.
Oof.
Also, a nat 1 is just automatically 2 fails. What?
Philly, as the consciousness starts to leave your body.
Channel divinity.
Oh?
I thought we
To
had
do
claimed
what?
that is not working.
I'm gonna channel my divine leader and tell him to cleanse his soul and fix it. Fix it.
Are you rolling divine intervention?
I believe she
Yes.
is.
Okay, hold up. I. Da-da-da-da-da. Sarah
It's
V.
a long shot, but oof.
It's a 50-50 chance because we don't
No,
know.
it's not.
No, it's not.
No.
She
She's
has to
got to
roll
roll under an 8.
She has to roll under an 8 on a D100.
I gotta find it.
You said you were using divine intervention?
Channel divinity. Can I use channel divinity for that? Or
Not
no?
until you have it.
Shit.
Oh,
Wait,
clerics don't have that
does she not have divine intervention?
at
Nope.
level 9.
Nope. Not that I'm seeing.
Oh crap.
Blessed strikes, blessed healer, destroy undead. Preserve life?
Nope. Divine Intervention is level
It's
10.
a 10th level spell.
Oh.
Shit.
Rip.
Okay. Well,
That didn't work.
as the consciousness fades from your body, your last thought
God damn it.
is seeing Saravine pour all of her power into you to try and save you. But sadly, it does not work. As Philly fades into darkness, our team of adventurers has a decision in front of them. Continue forward on the path to defeat Vidar.
I'm trying one more thing.
Okay.
Raise the dead.
Are you gonna bring me back as a frickin' zombie?
No.
I,
Yes, bring him back as a zombie. That would be hilarious.
Bring him
zombie
back to the
bard.
skeleton. That way he can just every day make the joke about giving somebody the bone.
Right? We can turn him into a Brook from One Piece.
Fuck. I can't cast Raise the Dead.
Why is that?
I'm out of the 5th level spell slots. I used it on the curing everybody else.
Right.
That and we probably don't have a diamond.
I mean, no, but you have plenty of money to go buy one.
Wait, we do have diamonds.
Are they
Oh,
worth at least 500?
That was part of the stuff that I bought back in Silmaria.
yeah.
Still doesn't change the fact that we don't have the spell right now.
As I was
But-
saying.
But hold on. I can tomorrow. Because I got 10 days to bring them back.
Scoop the body into the coat. Wait, no. First, take his bag off, and then scoop his body into my coat.
I was about to say, hey, you're going to kill everybody else while you're at it. Cool.
Blow up half the world.
Right?
I was just like, thanks.
Next thing you know, you're waking up in the astral sea surrounded by a bunch of junk.
Why does bolstering magic only have to be a D3?
As I was saying, you have a choice. Strive forward, or strive to bring your friend back. The choice is yours. But for everybody watching at home, we're going to end it there.
Where are we being taken to? That's what I want to know.
Your wyverns, they will take you back to technically Silmaria. That way you can give them back, and then you're going to end up back in the library.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tyler.
Anyways, to those watching at home, if you wish to join in on the fun, we'll have the Discord link posted, and feel free to join our Patreon. We look forward to having you all on the server. Come enjoy the gut-wrenching death of your friends. Anyways, I am the Haven Master, and may the dice be ever in your favor.